In this review, we'll be taking a look at one of the first leaked 2019 Thomas Wood items to be refreshed that we have seen at least one copy of in the wild. Or have we seen him? Because sometimes he's very hard to find. Yep, you guessed it. It's Merlin the Invisible in his old 2018 Thomas Wood form. And we're going to take a look at him in this video. What are we waiting for? Let's do it. So, as you can see, this is what the box looks like. Again, same old, picture in the corner, real wood, blah, 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 no one cares. Alright, come around to the back. I think this is fine as a bio. Again, like is it groundbreaking, breathtaking? No. Is it fine and accurate? Yes. Again, you can see that's what's there. Interestingly, he's been painted on the smoke boxes. Oh, sorry, his smoke deflectors are painted on this version, on the render. But on the real thing, there's that little bit of black there, but that is left unpainted. So that is rather unfortunate. Equally, some of that is gold printing in there. You can see there's that gold printing, whereas on here, it's just a hole, so you can see where the wood shows through. So that's a bit disappointing. I haven't actually looked on the new 2019 Merlin to see if they fixed that up, but regardless, let's crack him out of the box and take a look at what we get inside. Out of his packaging, as per usual, I'll separate him from his tender. I'll do a quick 360 appraisal, and then we'll start talking about him. Alright, so firstly, talking about the face. So, I actually think this is excellent. This is a really, really good face. I think it very accurately encompasses exactly what Merlin looks like. I think maybe his chin's a little bit too big. His face could have gone down maybe 0.5 millimeter. But I think it's really good. This is a really nice face, and I think they've done the front profile very well. I think they've done a good job of separating the smoke deflectors enough so they don't look like they're stuck to his face like they did for the other tendons which I've reviewed. For example, like in Hero, they were a little bit too close, and I wasn't about that. I'm glad to see they've been separated out here, which I think looks far, far, far nicer. Again, disappointing that there's not painted black, even though it should be painted black. It's done in silver. Which is actually quite weird, because a lot of these parts on his actual CGI model were also in black. Like, he doesn't have a silver smoke box. He has black funnels and black smoke deflectors. So it is weird to me that they gave him a silver plastic or grey silver smoke box. But anyway, that was a decision they made, I think, to keep it consistent, but I think it would have looked better in black. But that is okay. They have done a good job with 3 funnels. I like that. I like the detailing from across the front buffer here. They have put the number on there, which is nice. Coming around to the side, again, it's just standard printing. I do really, really like that silver paint, though. Like, it just shines. It's so metallic and reflecty. I really like it. And what I think you could very easily do, if they're in the redone versions of these, is you could just get away with painting this all grey and then just doing the printing over the top in silver. I think that would actually look quite nice and be still a pretty good looking engine, but we'll have to see what happens when they release it next year. Again, good details. I just think the problem with this one is that look how much space there is up here. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, this is where his wheels are supposed to be. Like, up here, this is his piston cylinder rod, his cylinder for the piston rods, which should be connecting to these wheels down here. So, I think it looks kind of okay, but when you realize that's what that black bit is, it's ridiculous. Like, look how much of his side is taken up by black space. Like, even Gordon, who has quite a lot, which I also talked about in Gordon's review, still only has a little bit because then he has the cab there. And I don't think it's anywhere near as weird on any of the other engines, really. Like, Rosie has a little bit. They all have a little bit. I think Thomas and Percy do it very well. Just that little bit of black on there, which I think looks nice. But this is just bonkers. I would have preferred them not to have this detail and move this whole section down a bit so it could be more consistent rather than having this really weird black space on the side of him. Because it just looks... Once you see it, it can't be unseen. And I think that's a real big problem. The top painting looks nice, the rest of the detail is nice. Good to see we've got Merlin written on there, nothing on the back, as you'd expect. Oop, coming around to the tender. Again, it's the best they can do since they're just blocks. I'll be interested to see how these look when they're fully painted, if they'll still look as stupid as they do when they're not fully painted, I think they will look less stupid because you won't have this situation going on. But I still think that, yeah, the square tenders is definitely one of the biggest fails in Thomas Wood, I think. But again, for what it is, it's nicely detailed. You do get the silver printing, the red wheels, the name underneath. When you put him together, again, I think he actually looks quite nice as an engine. He's got quite a striking colour scheme with the red wheels and the silver and grey on top. But again, I just can't take my eyes away from this huge black space here. It's just consuming my attention when my attention should be on anything except that, because that's exactly what you're not supposed to look at, which is why it's black. Again, if we do a size comparison, knowing these engines are all the same size, there he is next to Thomas, which again is incredibly inaccurate. Merlin is supposed to be quite a bit larger than Thomas, but that is the nature of this line. I think, again, they've done a good job with this one of, because he's got quite a big face area, it kind of makes him look artificially bigger than Thomas, which I think is a good thing, because that's how he should really be. But anyway, such is life. So, that's that comparison. That's Merlin, and that's my video review of the Thomas Wood 2018 Merlin. I will have a look at what the 2019 Thomas Wood engines look like to see if I'm going to have to rebuy all of them again. I might not. It really depends how I'm feeling and how they actually end up looking. But, as always, let me know your thoughts and your feelings about either Merlin as a character or about this specific piece of merchandise, or both. Because, as always, thanks for watching. That's all we've got time for. This is Extreme Trains.